Hey guys, new video for Path of Exile, and this video we're going to go over the day one for my league start and that kind of stuff, what I've been doing, how the build kind of turned out and this kind of stuff. So basically I did the same as I always do, big surprise, right? So I did the Hexblaster Inquisitor, ended up going pretty good. I did make a few changes from my initial PLB that I had planned out. But as of day one, I guess it's day two already. All right, so early day two, I pretty much have all the gear I need for the armor stacker version I'm playing, except for some small last minute changes. I guess we should talk about that first because, so initially in the patch notes, there was this, what do you call it, patch note about the veiled mana cost flask craft being removed. And it said, specifically said the veiled one. It didn't say anything about what do you call it, the normal reduced mana cost that you can roll on mana flasks or hybrid flasks. So those can actually roll naturally on those two types of flasks, so it's like actually completely different from the veiled craft, basically, right? And so they didn't say anything about the normal craft being removed, but after playing the game, looking through the trade filters and these kind of things, it is pretty much like removed on those as well. So it's they kind of they didn't really write anything about that in the patch notes. Maybe they forgot, or I'm not really sure what is going on. So we had to change some things with the armor stacker to actually get the divine blessing working, which involves basically just using a militant faith and a unnatural instinct. So that's kind of where the delays are happening, having to look for the militant faith, and then the unnatural instincts are pretty pricey. They're like 5 div right now, but they should drop in the future. I'm planning to make a different video later on the armor stacker once I have him all leveled up, but for now we're just going to go over this character. So basically, aside from everything I planned, the gear is sort of the same. I'm kind of wearing some gear from my armor stacker that I bought just because it's better than what I had before, but basically the same. Pretty much everything's the same here. I did make some last minute changes in buying like a Devoto's and just some 1C boots with like tons of movement speed so I can actually move faster. I was using this Mauve Mischief for like a bunch of recoup and this kind of stuff, but in the day I realized that I already have enough recovery, so I didn't really need it. So I swapped over some movement speed so I can get some more clear speed and that kind of stuff. This time around I am trying out this recoup kind of stuff over here, and this definitely does feel very good. Sustain wise, this plus like some regen that I have here, and I'm pretty much like never having to ever use my life flask, like actually never, pretty much. So that's pretty cool. Then also going for the Eldritch Battery, so we have the haste on Divine Blessing, and actually it works out pretty good. So let's go run a blueprint, and we'll see, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So this character isn't really the fastest, and I usually actually don't even use my flasks that much. I mean, unless when I'm like running away, but yeah, let's just run the thing. Nice thing is like, it is very hard to die on this character. I mean, if you really like just stand in a bunch of stuff, you probably will die, but aside from that, it's pretty comfy in the heists and stuff like that. And I guess with your flasks up, you are like pretty decent, have some decent movement speed with like shield charge and this kind of stuff. I don't know what's going on with the game, but it's like super buggy, like texture glitches, and like I don't know what's going on with Vendiri. He's like inside the heist characters like bug out, especially on like the brute force ones, like actually bricks your entire contract. So I just don't buy brute force anymore, because there's like these barricades sometimes you find, and you have to like destroy them to keep moving in the blueprint. But what happens is like pretty much 90% of the time the guy just kind of like can't do anything. He just kind of walks up to it and then stands still, and you can't really progress, so you lose your blueprint. I've lost like 6 of them with that, so I've just stopped buying anything with brute force in it right now, basically. Alright, so let's see, we're pretty much over here at the rewards. Hope we get something good. Oh, another tailoring orb, that's kind of nice. And the chaos orb. This is like 19. This is the body armor one, so it's actually not really that valuable right now, so I'm going to go for the chaos orbs. I mean, I already have like 10 of those, basically, so I guess, you know, probably thinking of the long term is probably better to go for the tailor rings, but oh, sorry if you guys heard that. But you know, right now I'm just trying to get some more chaos so I can buy, like, you know, a tabula and that kind of stuff. We should probably go D&D as well, so I can actually start leveling up my Scion and that kind of stuff, right? Because I do want to do that sometime tonight, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the pretty smooth. I don't know, not super fast, but you know, good enough for me. All right, so let's go get out of here, basically, right? Yeah, it's a nice thing about like Hexblaster Knight. It makes like all the prolif and this kind of stuff. And this is like on a 4 link, by the way. I haven't even bothered to upgrade to a 5 link because I didn't really need to, actually. But yeah, that's like pretty much how it goes. Let's go into this character a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys some of the items that I've got. Let's get out of here because I really don't like this heist area. Alright, so you can see I don't really have that much currency because I've actually spent pretty much all of it on my armor stacker gear, but I think in total I have probably made about close to about 20 divines on day 1-ish. Yeah, I guess about around 20 divs. We can take a look at some of the gear we have. We have our organized prototype. I'm probably not going to do the tainted or refusing just yet because they are still like 90 chaos, so we'll wait a little bit on that. We got our +1 boots, we got our +2 gloves, we got our rings, got all of our clusters, and we got all of our flasks, except for this one here. And let's see, we got our belt, we did get the Militant Faith. This was like 6 divines. This one was also like 5 or 6 divines for the Thread of Hope. And then we got a nice melding. Managed to find this one for pretty cheap for like 1 divine, so that's kind of cool. And that's pretty much it. But basically just missing a shield and the Unnatural Instinct, I think, and then we're pretty much ready to go. Probably buy like the Watcher's Eye and the Forbidden Jewels like a bit later on, I guess, once this character is leveled. But yeah, pretty good. I think probably one of the fastest starts. Usually I'm on like day 2 or day 3 or end of day 2 or, you know, mid day 3 when I actually swap over to the armor stacker, but this time I will probably be able to do it a lot quicker. Okay, so as for the character, like I mentioned, going for the recoup was pretty good. I started out just coming over here, and then I had to go get all the ignite stuff, basically, because I want to swap to Hexblaster. You need the ignite chance, and then right away went for EB, and that was pretty sweet. Then after that, just took the recoup, and then pretty much I hate being stunned, so I just came down and got the stun immunity, and after that, I was just kind of filling in the points. Not really much to say about this. Okay, so as for the gear, pretty much all you need, like I said in some other, you know, the actual guides for this video, I mean for this build, is going to be like the sword and the little ring here. You actually don't even really need the ring because you can just spend some points and pick up Whispers of Doom to get it going and that kind of stuff. And I did find some of these other items that I was using, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so that's kind of what I've been up to, guys. Just, you know, blasting the blueprints pretty much. As I got to Act 6, I was like, what, mid-40s, and then went and did some contracts. And as soon as I had like, what, 8,000 or so coins and some chaos saved up, then I just, you know, started buying blueprints. And then when I run out of coins, I just buy the coins and that kind of stuff, and just completely only doing blueprints. And it's been like pretty good. Like just even in right now, I think they're costing like 5 chaos or so per blueprint, but even with that, it's totally, I'm still making like tons of profit. So I'm not really sure how long this will be profitable for, though. I guess it depends, right? But usually till day 2, day 3, it's still pretty good. But then at some point, you do have to kind of get out of heist and get into maps and some other kind of strategy and that kind of stuff. But I think we did make it in time this time. Alright, so I think that'll be it for this one, guys. Sorry, it's kind of like a short video, but still have a lot of work to do. We gotta level up the armor stacker and that kind of stuff. Once we get it working, then we'll kind of make a video on how we're building it this league. Alright, so that'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.